guys, how are you doing?
We're doing quite fine.
Yeah.
It's been a quite hectic 24 hours prior due to the fact that we have just released a new single and all the back office stuff has taken some time, but here we are in Pori.
Yeah,
It's a nice show.
So, would you mind tell us more about your band? When did you start and things like this?
So actually, What Awaits Us has been around quite some time, and we're just about to begin the 10th anniversary year of the band's journey. And me personally, I've been with the band for some 4 years now, I think.
It's pre-COVID times.
Pre-COVID times, and well, we've been quite around quite some time and released one full album, one EP, and some singles during the COVID times. I think Olli can elaborate a bit more about the earlier years, but
Yeah, I'm like the original, one of the originals, and Meara is the one who is doing the sound check there. But yeah, about 10 years has passed, still here, going strong. But yeah, one album, we started with the Awake album, we changed name actually, we were operating with a different name.
Okay.
And then we changed to What Awaits Us and released the album Awake at the same time. So that was the start for it all.
So, why did you change the name and why did you choose the actual name?
Yeah, well, we changed the name because we changed the genre of our music. So the earlier stuff was more trashy metal, and now we are operating under a flag of, well, modern metal, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the genre changed also, so that's why we wanted to change the name. The guys were the same, but the music was different.
Yeah. And you released today the new single, so Hell Above.
Yes.
What can you tell about it?
well, actually the story of Hell Above continues the Harbinger saga we began in January this year with this AI entity, which is quite present in real life, but we took a more fictional route in it. We took like the modern society, but a fictive one, where there is this AI entity behind it, causing scenarios left and right, which torment humanity, torment communities, torment individual people, and well, we wanted to bring like an eerie version of our future, which kind of
could it be?
what could it be, and well, since the band's name is What Awaits Us, that's the question we're like pondering since day one, and this has taken the saga to a whole another level. We cooperated with the University of Turku, to be precise, with the Space Research Laboratory,
Okay.
and their research, which they did on solar storms. And the eerie haunting fact it really is that well, we can't really, there is no such thing as space forecasts, such as like the weather forecast. You can just look it up on any app basically these days, but there's no such thing for like space weather. And my friend who is actually doing his studies there was in this research, and they really found fascinating facts about the solar storms and whatnot. So we started to like wonder on what would the consequences be. Well, there's been aurora around the skies in Finland and most other places during this year, and the solar storms have intensified. What if there was one catastrophic, like real
Huge
cataclysmic today? Well, it would, for starters, it would wipe all electricity around Earth and whatnot. And this has been presented by the scenario of the Harbinger, the AI. It's like a prediction. It's like a prophecy. The question is, can we really trust on it happening, or do we just figure out it ourselves? And this like connects to the main theme, what awaits us.
Okay. So scientific things behind the name, behind the theme of the whole band.
Yeah. The band name says it all.
Yeah.
We can't know
Yeah.
what is there in the future, and this is one scenario. There could be one huge solar storm And actually in the history there has been one called was Carrington event,
On 1859, yeah.
and that was huge one. But back then we didn't have any electricity or devices like we have today, so the damage was minimal.
Yeah,
Or
it's
very
interesting
nothing.
to think because we have everything on our phones. Everything is with internet. So how would we manage without electricity? I think that for many will be really dramatic. But the main thing is money. Nobody, at least in Finland, we don't use money.
Mm.
We just with the card, but
Yeah.
then if everything stopped to work, what we are going to do?
Exactly, and that is the thing. Well, first of all, the song has epic proportions, the soundscapes, the background stuff that's going on, the orchestral stuff. We wanted to like connect the song with something as epic proportions as the song itself.
Yeah.
And well, the scale of the forces in play right above us in our near space are just like beyond common folks like imagination.
Yeah.
So we wanted to really not only make an epic song sound-wise, but the thematics behind the song are really
And hence the researcher behind
yeah,
the lyrics and stuff.
and it was really like interesting. Well, multiple bands have like connected astrology to metal and stuff before, but we actually took the science behind it and created it into something great.
I think it's something particular and different from others. I always like when a band do something different.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking researches and science, it's quite unique. I don't know how many bands can say that they did something like this.
Not many. I mean, there are
Few.
a few. There are a few who have done stuff like that and took space behind there and astrology and whatnot. But we actually do have like a list of like actual researchers behind the song, which are then connected
So
to
it's
it.
evidence-based.
Yes.
And the scary part is it's real. It could
Yeah,
actually happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Although it is unlikely that we're
It's
gonna.
highly unlikely, but still,
Still, it
there
can
is
happen.
a hint
There
of
is
reality.
the chance.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
a chance.
Yeah, yeah. And I have listened to the song and it's amazing. But did you receive any other feedback from people or?
To be quite honest, it's really early days. I mean, the song has been out for what 18 hours now,
Yeah.
and of
Just
course
released
we've been
today.
we've
We
been
have been on the road and doing the sound check and
So no time to check.
no, yeah,
Not really.
like Allu said earlier, it's been hectic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Musical wise, what influenced you in music writing?
Well, I think our strength is that different people in our band have like different bands or
Background and listen to different
yeah,
music.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we can combine those and took only the cherry bits and then make something unique from there.
Like the biggest like genre evolving that has been happening is that we've been taking in like much larger orchestral stuffs behind it and mixing a bit of like new metal type of things. Well, there's electric elements in or electronic elements more like.
Yeah, it has been evolving through the years. We've kind of with the Awake album, we kind of started with pretty much, I would say, basic, but metalcore, straight metalcore, melodic metalcore, and then I have been adding these background synths and orchestras and combining different genres to it.
But the main ingredients of What Awaits have always been the Göteborg riffs.
Well, yeah,
They're always at the core. There is just so much stuff happening on top of them.
maybe
really.
the melody and yeah, maybe the Göteborg metal in there. So you can hear bits and pieces of like old In Flames and
Yeah.
bands like that in there still.
Okay.
That's like the common ground we have, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the like the red line or
Like most of us have like very different like tastes in what it comes to music, and then
Yeah.
we bring our own like spices to the common ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. And talking about your music, so you released today this single. Are you releasing an EP, an album, or are you going with a singles by single?
Well, to be quite honest, we are of course heading towards that, but for now we will keep the details to ourselves.
Okay.
But you can expect more of us.
Or in the future.
Yeah, very soon.
In near future.
Near
future.
Yes.
So 2025 is going to be surprising.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
mean, it's going to be big. I mean, looking at the plans we have for early next year, we're really excited to show you what we've been cooking for this almost entire year now.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. And I think there are also more gigs coming.
Yeah, sure.
For sure, yeah. We've been busy on that front now, and of course, with the release of new singles coming, well, today, and of course in the near future, that's gonna feel it even further. So, yeah, more announcements to come.
Yeah, so everybody needs to follow your social media to be updated.
Of course, and it's funny how we, like incorporate the lore in our social media posts, and they're actually called system updates. Are like
Instagram
updates.
posts are
Yeah,
updates and
they are updates, and these are like major updates when we come and do shows and meet people
and when
stuff.
Levi, our new drummer, joined, it was a firmware update. So there is that technical side of it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we try to put that little bits of lore in there.
Yeah, and
So,
talking about lore, it's like, well, we're pondering on what awaits us, but of course, bigger picture, that are we like really like programs in a bigger system. I think fans used to call it like we're cogs on the machine, but now we're like progressing in the system.
and there is always a possibility that we are living in virtual reality
Or simulation,
or,
or-
yeah, simulation or. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. But we will wait to the
Yeah.
updates.
Yes.
What can we expect from your live show? For example, I have never seen you live, so today is the first time, but also for the people in the future, what can they expect from your shows?
Well, first of all, energy. Like, we're dripping with energy. Our music is, well, very intense, and we want to like express the intensiveness of it with our full bodies. We always give it our 120%, and we have gotten feedback from our shows that holy, I cannot swear probably, but
You can, go ahead.
like holy crap, what was that? And of course, well, we like to take the visual side of it. We have our like costumes, so to speak.
Yeah, but yeah, the lore goes there also.
Yes.
So it's a visual thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a complete experience, visual and audio, and there's lots of movement, there's lots of energy, and well, I'll be disappointed if everyone in the stands or in the crowd hasn't moved one bit.
Yeah, we are trying to implement now like lights and when possible video to the background, but that's on the works. So we try to make it audio visual, so it's not just
So
us.
it's a journey.
Yeah, it's not just us playing.
Yeah.
There is a whole lot more to it.
Yeah.
So there's that element also.
A lot of work.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course, yeah, like
Behind
in
that,
technical
so-
terms,
Yeah.
a lot of gear and
Yeah.
stuff like that goes in there, but that's what we want to do with it and
Yeah, yeah.
try to make it bigger and more visual.
But in short, well, this is what awaits us first time in Pori. Well, we are going to show that what we're known of. We are known of our energetic live performances, and today's not going to be an exception. This is going to be more like a rule.
I can't wait. But we are done with this interview. Thank you so much for your
you.
time. Would you like to say something to people that are watching this interview?
Well, first of all, do go follow us on socials. What Oasis can be found on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and of course Spotify for future updates and for more shows.
And go check the Hell Above Spotify and YouTube also.
Kiitos.
Kiitos.